Good morning again. Just wanted to share a quote that I just saw right after shooting that Facebook Live. I just shot a Facebook Live, talked a little bit about managing fear, just kind of reviewing a sermon that I gave on the applications of a sermon that I gave on Palm Sunday. But a quote by James Allen Lane, I think is his name, said that adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. I just thought that was a really good quote. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. And I think that's by James Allen Lane. It could be Lane Allen. I think it's Allen Lane. So, who's an author, I believe. But I saw that on Judd on the Run's Facebook account. He's kind of the guy that does Entree Leadership, which is a Dave Ramsey leadership podcast. So I just thought that was a great quote, especially in light of what I was just talking about, managing fear. But I want to talk a little bit, just off the cuff here again, about managing fear. This isn't really a teaching live as much as it's just kind of, me just kind of processing my thoughts and just sharing with you guys my thoughts. I have not shot a ton of Facebook Lives because of fear and feedback. Every time I speak or share, you get feedback, and not all of it's positive all of the time. So I think I've allowed some of those voices to be louder than they need to be in my head. People will critique your presentation, and it's funny, just with critiques, is that you get both ends of the spectrum. So I was even feeling self-conscious about the last video that I just finished up because I repeated myself a lot, and that's a critique that I've had is you repeat yourself too much. I do that intentionally for a couple reasons, and I think this is the skill that you have to learn, is when you're doing anything different, you probably need to over-explain yourself, but maybe not. Maybe some people don't like that either, and it's, again, you just cannot please everyone. So the reason I repeat myself is to make emphasis. I don't know if people are catching it on the first time, and so, like with that quote, I said it twice because I want that quote to sink in, and so I'll repeat it. So recently I got some feedback saying that I didn't review enough, and so in that last one I reviewed quite a bit. I went through each of those steps and went back and reviewed, and that's a product of learning. That's how you learn, is through repetition a lot of times. And I guess in a fast moving, I listen to everything at 2 times speed, and so I'm sure that, I don't know, it's just your preference, right? So I try to go back and review. The other thing is Facebook Live, people are checking in at different times in the live stream, and so I saw some people checking in the middle of what I'm talking about, and so I do not think that they're going to go back and watch the whole thing. So I just try to catch them up, in that moment, and that's just kind of Facebook Live as well. But I really have not done a good job of managing people's critiques, and there's that fear, right, of just people's feedback, and I can just hear different things. People have said that I ramble, that I need to talk about different things, that they wish I'd talk about these subjects and stuff like that, and you just can't please everyone. So just sharing some rambling thoughts about how I kind of feel about these Facebook Lives. And just kind of my process of trying to manage with critique. There's just a lot of critique. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone wants to share it with you. So I'm just trying to learn how to manage all of that as I move forward and try to share things. So there it is. There's my morning thought off the cuff. How do you deal with critique? And when you're doing things, I kind of feel like I should say, what do you want these Facebook Lives to be? But that's a dumb question, because people are going to tell me totally different things. So if that's the case, and I can't please everyone, I should just kind of do what I want to do, right? I don't know. Also, why am I talking to a bunch of internet strangers in my car in the morning? But anyway, I'm gonna head home here and get ready to go to church. Hope you guys are doing well. Comment and say hi. Love to catch up with you, and talk to you soon.